Airliners.net. You're watching the Blue Angels Air Show at Miramar Marine Corps Air Station. Have a good day. Very first thing in the morning, we come out here, we open up the jets, get them ready. We turn up the engines, we check all their navigation, communication systems, radars, engine parameters, make sure that everything is in line with where it needs to be.
So when you say you're checking them, what are you checking them for?
Checking for
whether
any
they're
irregularities.
Functioning, or
Absolutely.
Whether they got broken during the last demonstration, or what are you looking for?
Everything you just stated. There's certain tests that we run where the diagnostic would come back, whether it was good or bad. If it's bad, then we have troubleshooters come in and fix it at that time. And we check all the communications, make sure that all the frequencies are working properly.
How do you test the communications? Do you have someone sitting in one jet and then someone sitting in another?
Yes, we turn all of the jets. When I say turn, we're operating all of the jets at the same time, and there's somebody in each jet, and we talk all 9 jets that we have here today. We talk to each other on all the different frequencies.
So half of the jets are parked at Show Center, and then half of the jets are parked over here. Do you guys talk to each other from those jets as well?
Yes, yes we do.
Now, question for you. Let's just say the weather's a little iffy today. Had it started raining or anything like that, do you guys do anything special to the jets then?
We don't do anything special to the jets. They're all weather jets. They can handle pretty much anything Mother Nature will throw at them. It's the closeness that we fly, though, that would keep the show maybe... We have 3 different shows based on weather. Okay. Altitude, high, low, and a flat show.
Right.
And if it's raining badly enough, the pilots wouldn't fly due to safety, not because the jets couldn't handle it.
If it's raining, could the paint even be nicked from the
No, that wouldn't happen.
No? Okay. So talk to me about the fact that you basically own these jets. I mean, sometimes you'll watch a movie and maybe a pilot will walk around a jet and he'll sign a form or something, and that might happen in other squadrons, but for the Blue Angels, you guys just own the jet and the pilot walks right up and turns it on.
We have an entirely different role here than in other squadrons, where the pilots do put all of their faith into our work. We're here on this team because we're the best at what we do in our jobs in the fleet. So when we come here, we're already the best at what we do, and we handle it accordingly.
So it's a special relationship between the crew chiefs and the pilots?
Absolutely. It's like no relationship I've seen anywhere else that I've been. Their life is literally in our hands, and when I shake their hand before the launch, I'm the last one to do so, and I'm also the first one to shake their hand when they return.
Right.
And that handshake it's very significant between me and the pilot.
Now, which crew chief, which jet do you work on?
I am the number 3 crew chief.
Okay.
However, at this show site, I'm acting in the number 6 capacity.
Okay. So you're working on the number 6 aircraft, and which pilot is that?
That's Major Nathan Miller.
Okay, so when you shake his hand and he's about to get into the aircraft, what are you thinking at that moment?
I'm thinking that his jet has been thoroughly inspected by a very good crew chief, and that he has absolutely no worries. All he has to concentrate on is his 45-minute demonstration.
Okay, so when you check things like the ejection seat, because you were mentioning earlier that that's one of the things that you check, what are you looking for? Is there ever a lump in your throat just wondering if something's going to go wrong?
No, we have enough qualified personnel that if I do have any questions about what I see during the inspection, I'll call on a mechanic to come out and look at the seat and say, no, that's okay. I'm looking for anything damaged with the seat, pins missing, the safety wire that's not loose, or excuse me, that's not tight.
Right.
Any irregularities, and then if they agree with me, they'll fix it.
So people that aren't in the aviation world don't understand. Like, let's just say you're working on this aircraft, and all of a sudden you can't find one of your wrenches that you were working with. I mean, even something as small as that is a huge deal in the aviation world, because that might be tucked somewhere in the seat and then cause a problem later.
Absolutely.
What do you do to make sure those problems don't arise?
Well, all of our toolboxes are etched in ways that are silhouetted, that if there's a tool missing, it stands out like a sore thumb.
Right.
And before any flight, this is Navy-wide, aviation-wide, before any flight you do what's called an ATAF, an all tools accounted for inspection. And if there is one tool missing at that point, all flights are halted, nobody takes off. If there are planes flying at that time, they'll most likely land immediately, because, like you said, even a small little wrench, if it gets, when these pilots fly inverted, it could come down and get stuck somewhere, it could hit them. At 400 miles an hour, a little wrench turns into a lethal weapon.
Exactly.
Especially on the flight line, too, you want to make sure that there's no FOD, which is foreign object debris, that can get sucked into the intakes and destroy the engines.
Right. Awesome.
So tool control is very major in aviation.